like, would you recommend something like couples therapy individually, or how do you guys just maintain that
course.
sanity? Look, what's that face you're making? What's that face you're making? Because I would want to understand, like, because even for me, let's say I'm in a simple, like let's say situation. At times I just don't know how to deal with some things. I'm always like, you know what, I can't deal with this, and I can only imagine now this is somebody you have to live with, you have a kid with, but even through all those two thick and thin things, you still come out like just victorious, and you're still like in your situation.
Our fights are not as bad as they were before we knew that, okay, this is it. It's me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we know we're not to touch.
It took a lot for us to
Yeah.
understand that it's us against the world.
Yeah.
Before that, it was war.
Like
Yeah.
it's gonna like it's one of us coming out of this.
Yo.
Only.
Yo.
And even her, she was in that road of single mom.
Yeah.
She already had things planned. She already had things in line. Like, fuck you, I can do this all by myself. And
If you're not gonna try, like
me,
that's all I wanted.
Just try.
Yeah, just try.
'Cause
Like
at the
if you
end of the
try,
day-
I feel it.
Yeah.
like J. Cole said, you only lose when you don't swing back. You know what I'm saying? So, when you asked about the therapy,
Yeah.
I believe that the therapy is just a tool. I mean, we had a horrible experience,
Listen to
but
this.
Yeah. Go on. I'm just checking the time
Yeah.
to make sure we're good. Yeah.
I believe that therapy is just a tool. At the end of the day, as long as you're committed to making something work, you're willing to put in effort, you're willing to seek for tools to better help you fix this issue. That's the important part. The therapy is one of those tools. At the end of the day, there's many tools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Many tools. And we just happen to discover ours naturally. You know what I'm saying? By just going through the motions, having a kid. The kid was also our therapy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just going through the hardships together just allowed us to discover our tools and what really works for us. And the therapy might work for other people, because at the end of the day, as long as you're putting in that effort, you're willing to seek for the tools to better help you fix this issue, then yeah, that's
It'll
important.
be good.
But we had a horrible ego therapy expansion. Like I was telling you, the dude alikuwa anamkatia live, and I'm just like, nigga.
Like, yo, you're supposed to help us.
He was just like point blank, leave him, just get out of it, run for the hills.
And I'm just looking at this dude's eye contact and body language, and I'm like,
like,
yo.
The nerve.
I'm just like, I want to punch this motherfucker, but I'm so way in the gutter right now. I can't do
And
It'll
nothing.
make you look even worse.
Yeah.
And then, he'd be like, yo, this is what I was
You
talking
see what I
about.
was telling you? He's violent
Exactly.
as well.
I can only imagine you're paying somebody for this service and they're making your situation like even worse. So I think that's also special. Just the two of you being able to figure out like, yo, come on, this nigga is not helping our situation.
Yeah.
Let's try figure this out in a whole different way, but still. And I really, really respect and admire what you guys have going on. That's why, like, I'm saying, like, even just for my platform, and I was telling him, like, it's important for people to see that. See that, like, okay, I know her, I know him, and I've never seen them in, like, this space, so I respect that a lot. Because every one of us as a grown-up, we know it's not easy.
Yeah.
Just getting someone you can click with and handle through all the BS and everything. And even now, like, let's say, including, like, now a child in that picture. And still being able, in fact, most people, like, once I think the kid is born or something, now that's where they break up.
Oh yeah.
They just go separate ways.
And then also, the grass is only greener where you water it.
True.
So
True.
if like at first, like for us, I don't think it was making sense to me because of where his headspace was at and who he was at that point. And like once he's put in that effort, it's like, everything flourished and everything grew. And it was like everything that happened before or, prior to us getting to, okay, we either need to figure out if we're going to do this together or
Yeah.
separate. like it all disappeared. It's like I don't know life without him. And this is in the span of like what, 2 months?
That's crazy.
2 months.
Yeah.
Now from we're doing this separately to now everything is done together. So work, life, living, breathing, eating, everything is done together. And that happened in 2 months.
That's special. I'm telling you, that's like, one of those textbook stories, by the way, because I know, like, from even like just my friends, some have to be in therapy to be able to just stand like their partners. And I'm like, that seems like a bit too much pressure. I mean, your partner is supposed to make things easy for you, not you trying to actually figure out how the pressure that she's giving you, how you're going to deal with it.
And to be honest,
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
And to be honest, unfortunately, there's a lot more bullshit out there. The examples that we have are horrible. You know what I'm saying? The social media and even our circles, the examples, the people we're seeing, unfortunately, are leading a bad example. Me personally, like I said, I had to realize that, let me not say it's all on me, but the man plays a significant role in deciding where things are going. And the easy decision is for your partner to be a single mother. That's the easiest decision. You know what I'm saying? The hard decision is you putting down your ego, you understanding that it's bigger than you, you understanding that life now revolves around other human beings and taking action towards that and making sure that you will not accept any other option. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, as much as I fucked up and we were in a bad situation, mentally I was like, I'm not gonna allow this to go the single parent way. I'm not.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult because after I saw my daughter, it helped me understand her. You know what I'm saying? Because now I could tie them together. Like, I'm seeing my daughter, I know how my daughter wants to be treated. Like, I know how she wants to grow. I know what I want for her. You know what I'm saying? And then her, and I'm like, damn, I haven't been doing that for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tied them, it's almost as if when my daughter got born, I instantly got 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And I started to understand what she needs and just try and give it to her to my fullest and make sure that she is happy, she's loved, she understands that she's the best mother I've ever seen. She understands that she's literally the best thing that happened to my life. And once I decided that I'm not gonna allow this to go any other direction, solutions started coming. Like when we were talking about depression before, and you were like, I'm so focused on work that, something like depression I cannot go for therapy because I know I gotta wake up and get the bag. I gotta wake up and eat, regardless of what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So once because I was always like that too with work, but once I put the same dedication as well to my family, despite all the bullshit, because it was tough, despite all the bullshit we were going through, all the pain, all the family embarrassment, you know what I mean? All the friend embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? Because even things weren't also good financially at that time. Like, and anyway, I don't want to go too deep into it, but like I was the villain, and rightfully so. So for me to overcome all that shit and like just decide this is the direction we're going and put all my effort into making that happen, then things started changing. So what I was trying to say basically is the bullshit is everywhere. What we are seeing is people making the easy decision. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing people deciding to, fuck that.
I already looked this way in front of them, so like there's no way we're going to be able to.
What's the point of trying to...
Yeah, I'm just going to go out. I'm a party. I'm going to chill with the boys. The boys will calm me down. I'm going to go have a good time. Fuck all this shit. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I'm going to get this money. Fuck these bitches. Oh, she got my daughter. Oh, she doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what we're seeing around us is people who made the easy choice. And unfortunately, those guys who made the easy choice are being glorified compared to those guys who are making the hard choice.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because the easy choice is always more attractive. You know, as a young man, you want to be like that dude with a car with all the girls. You know, you want to do that, not realizing, you know, like it's a lot more difficult to have a family, stable family, happy
Yep.
family, fed for and provided for,
Yep.
than all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the problem with society. We're just seeing people who made the easy choice be glorified, which is in turn making everyone else make the easy choice, and the same with women too. It just
Yeah, a lot of women, like I have a lot of family members who don't have their fathers present. And, you know, the advice I was getting is, you know, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
That's not the way, though.
And, yeah, so it's not the way, but sometimes that's the only circumstance you're left
Yeah.
with. So you have to do it. And for me, I was prepared. I was like, okay, don't worry. I got this. I'm going to be mom and dad. But he was always present in her life,
Yeah.
which, you know, that was great. But then you see, as a couple, I just didn't see it. So I
Yeah.
always told him, I'm like, do you really want this? Or should we just, you know, co-parent? Because I'm okay with that.
That
And you
discussion just sounds scary.
For him, he's always like, no. I'm like, so then do something about it.
Mm.
Make it actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for you to change. I'm waiting for you to want to, you know, be this, you know, head of the family, head of, you know.
And that's cool for you to just
Yeah.
be able to give him like even just time and space and tell him like, yo,
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
I'm
Can you?
waiting. I'm literally waiting. And a friend of ours said, hey, Shania, you have so much patience.
and she wasn't. And now as it goes back to the communication shit.
Yeah.
Me, I don't. She of course she's not saying I'm waiting.
Oh.
She's not saying that.
Oh, it's those ones of like
directly.
you're supposed to read.
You're supposed to read between the
God
lines.
damn.
And I'm like, no.
That's
'cause
what you mean.
I'm very expressive. But
Yeah.
for him, I'm dead
Yeah.
silent. Dead silent. I'm like, I'm waiting on you to make that
Yeah.
effort. Because, like, I used to have talks with him, and he used to be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I'm like, I looked at him and I'm like, if I had a knife over
You know
here,
what? That sounds
I'd
like
be like,
something
"I'm
I would
sorry I
exactly
poked
say
you."
because during such moments you never want to say too much. You'd just be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, by the way."
no, he'd say, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Oh, you.
Yeah. And I look at him and I'm like,
Yeah.
hmm.
Okay, now another one. Like, just, you know, this is something